Hi, and welcome to this tutorial on how to change the battery indicator for your IPICO Elite Reader. To begin, I'll list off the basic tools that you'll need. A clean, flat workspace, a Phillips head screwdriver or bit driver, an 8mm wrench, a soldering iron, flux core solder, a wire stripper and cutter, 18-gauge solid copper wire, a pair of needle nose pliers, and a metal pick or small screwdriver for accessing hard-to-reach areas. I'll be using a dental pick in this demonstration. Start by removing the 10 faceplate screws and the 2 undercarriage screws from the reader. With these set aside, remove the inner reader from its chassis. It will come out in 3 sections as seen here. Before working on any electrical components, it's important to first disconnect the main battery. Use the 8mm wrench and screwdriver to remove one or both of the terminal connection wires. Before we get started changing the battery indicator, I want to take a second to show you the Elite's battery monitor board. The area that I am indicating is where the battery indicator connects to this board via a couple of wires. Let's go ahead and begin unsoldering the old battery indicator. This is where that metal pick comes in handy. As you can hopefully see here, I'm using my dental pick in collaboration with the soldering iron to help remove the connection wires from the battery monitor board. This can be a bit tricky due to the tight space, so be careful not to damage the battery monitor board in the process. After unsoldering the connection wires, you can remove the old battery indicator by squeezing the 2 retaining clips together. As you can see in the old indicator that I removed, one of the connecting wires came off with the indicator, while the other one stayed attached to the battery monitor board. If this happens, don't worry. Just take a pair of pliers and your soldering iron and the other one should come out very easily. Now we have our new battery indicator and we need to prepare it to be installed into the reader. For this, you will need 2 pieces of 18-gauge wire, each about 1/4 of an inch in length. After you've stripped and cut the wire pieces, you need to bend them into a U shape with your pliers. Next, go ahead and thread the wires through each of the holes in the battery indicator connectors. We'll need to solder these in place so that they don't move when we install them later. You can use your pliers to hold the wires in place as I did here to make the job a bit easier. Once you've completed this, it will be time to attach the new indicator to the battery monitor board. Place the indicator into the open socket, but before you snap it in place, try to line up the wires to the holes in the battery monitor board as best you can. This will save you the trouble of doing it later. Once they're lined up, snap the indicator into place. Using your soldering iron once again, solder the wires into the holes in the battery monitor board. You may have to lightly press on the battery monitor board to get the wires through, but it shouldn't be too hard or you'll risk damaging the board. With both wires soldered into place, you can go ahead and reconnect the battery and power up your system.